What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD, on this, the 11th day of September. I think it's important to remember the tragedy that took place in this country, the innocent lives and brave men and women who sacrificed themselves protecting innocence 24 years ago in 2001 in New York. It is the 11th day of September, and here we are at about 1.073 cents, 9 hours, 32 minutes left in the day. Moving down a little bit, but I'm not really too concerned with that. Bitcoin looks like it's holding its ground. We'll see how it goes. I do have this drawn here. That's not necessarily my projected outcome at the moment. I'm starting to wave the white flag of bearish surrender, but it really does hinge on today's close. If today comes down and closes, if we reject to some degree, if we close below like 113.6K, that would have me concerned that we do have lower lows to go. If we don't, if we close here or higher, that very much validate the idea that the low is in. And if the low is in for Bitcoin, I would then imagine that the low is in for OnyxCoin as well. And if the low is in for OnyxCoin, you guys, and we're starting to talk like that, let's start talking about the upside here. Again, low to high, it's pretty odd to stop here, but odd things happen sometimes, right? It was odd to stop here, but you did. Right? It was odd to not keep pushing through here, but you didn't, so it's odd things happen. You very well could be finding support here, and if you are finding support here, the next kind of area to anticipate that you would go to would be the golden ratio. And that's about a 15% move up to 1.234 cents. I drew that perfectly, 1.234. Little 1, 2, 3, 4 action there. Prior support here, prior support here, and golden ratio right there. It makes sense that that might be where we go. Come up, find a lower high, come back down, find a higher low, and then move up. It's very possible, too, that at any given moment, OnyxCoin could rally through the roof. It could really rally absolutely miraculously through the roof. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes, but you never know whenever this giant, fantastic move is going to come. So even though I'm calling for this to be the next kind of stopping point, then we come down and find a higher low, work our way up. This would be the kind of fashion that I would imagine we do it, stair-stepping our way back up. At any moment, we could just see a reaction like this. After all, the last couple of times that we've been in these areas for our lows right here, where we saw lows like this in the RSI, we did have some rather miraculous movements going higher, right? More than just a 15% move. I mean, on this low here, we moved up 12% just in one day, let alone the next 3 days. We moved up like overall 30%. So it's very possible that we could see something that's a little bit larger than this. And if we do, the next target area would be 1.4 cents to 1.5 cents. If we move past that, if it's even more miraculous than that, then we would see 1.7 cents to 2 cents. Anything's possible. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we did see some truly spectacular price action take place, so long as Bitcoin holds its low. If Bitcoin gives the indication that it's going to go lower, then I would undeniably believe that OnyxCoin is seeing a lower low as well. And the price area to consider there would be about $0.0099 to $0.009 itself, somewhere in that area, just below a cent. Nothing too crazy, but just below a cent. That would be what my expectations would be. Does it mean that we're going there? I'm not saying that we're going there, but we had that assumption for a very long time. Again, 0.0099 is the 786 here. 0.0873 is the 886. We could fall anywhere in between there, and there are targets lining up at 0.09 as well. So, time will tell, but I very much do believe that at this point in time, as long as Bitcoin holds up, we found our low, and it's time to start thinking about this miraculous pump that we're going to get any day now, any week now. RSI, stochastics look good. They do look good, have to admit. Bounce. I mean, overall, the RSI kind of looks bad right here, to be fair, but higher lows, double bottom. You're up here bouncing off the 40 after getting above it. You're at an area where you found resistance before and before here and before here and before back here. Hopefully we can close today green. If not, hopefully we just don't persist lower, right? If we reject here on the RSI, undeniably we'd go lower. Even if Bitcoin goes higher, we'd be going lower, which would be sad to see, but it happens. We've moved down before, even when Bitcoin moves up, and then moved up before when Bitcoin moves down. But typically when Bitcoin finds its low, OnyxCoin does find its low. They top off at different times, but typically that's what happens. So all in all, we're moving sideways. Right? If anybody's waiting for me to look at the 4-hour charts or the 1-hour charts, I'm not going to do it because we're just moving sideways. So I don't think that we're going to find much in the way looking at that. We're either going to move up or we're going to move down, and I really do think it largely does depend on what Bitcoin does. But even in the event that it doesn't, even if Bitcoin moves up but OnyxCoin moves down, be prepared for prices that are anywhere from 0.099 to 0.0873. We probably don't go below 0.009 in my opinion, but anything can happen. Something that is of a slightly lower low than this low here will find support there, and if I'm correct, we should have a very miraculous move up. It should take no time at all. I don't have anything else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.